So, in our previous video, we see about we learned about RDS database. So, in this video, we learn about read replica. Okay. So, in AWS RDS, a read replica is a read only copy of your primary database instance. Okay. So, whenever you leveraging this RDS, you create a database, right? So that database you can consider as a primary database instance. Okay, but if the workload is more, the traffic is more for read operation, you know, the primary database instance cannot handle that because of more traffic read. Okay. So what this read replica will do is it allow you to offload read heavy traffic from the primary database to enhance performance and scalability, especially for application with high read demands. Okay, so it will create a replica database automatically. All the copy of the primary database data will be replicated to the replica database where if the heavy read operation request comes, if the primary instance is too busy, automatically the replica database will come into picture and it will give the response. That is the main idea of this read replica. Okay, so we'll see in detail key features of AWS read replica. So this offload read traffic, read replica are designed to handle read only request. When we In read replica, this is made only to handle a read only operation, not the write operation, okay, such as queries and reports, without affecting the primary database performance. This is useful when primary database is under heavy read load. Okay. Next is automatic replication. AWS automatically replicates data from the primary database to the read replicas using asynchronous replication. Asynchronous means simultaneously, okay, replication. This ensures that read replicas remain up to date with changes made to the primary database. Whenever you make any changes in the primary database, that will replicate in secondary database, which means that the which are made for replica. Okay. And next is multi-availability zone and cross-region support. So you can create and read replicas within the same AWS region or in different region as well. Okay. Basically, cross-region. Cross-region read replicas are useful for disaster recovery. In case in one region, if any disaster recovery is there, but there is another region, so from there you can fetch the data. And for serving global users with low latency by placing read replica closer to them, which means if the applications should satisfy the global user. For example, I'm in Ireland, someone from the USA, someone from India, you know, they're trying to access data. Okay, it should satisfy, it should respond to all the people, isn't it? So if this database will be deployed to multi-availability zone. Okay. You can also create a read replica from a multi-availability zone primary database for enhanced data durability and availability. Enhanced data durability means it available all time. Okay, and availability. Next is scalability. Okay, so AWS allows up to 5 read replicas for each primary database instance. For example, you can create 5 read replicas, which means you will just okay, I'll try to explain you. Sorry for my drawing. Okay, so consider this is my primary. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5 read replicas I can make. Okay, so this is primary database. Is all read replica. So whatever data is here, all will be replicated to these read replicas. That is what this point says. 5 read replicas for each primary database instance. This is a primary database instance. For each, you can make 5, up to 5 read replicas, which provides scalability as you can distribute read traffic across multiple replicas to support high read demands. Okay, so now next is failover capabilities. Mm, yeah, now it's failover capabilities. While read replica are typically used for read only traffic, you can promote them to become a standalone database in case of primary database failure. However, this does not happen automatically and is a manual process unlike multiple availability zone where failover is automatic. Okay. Here, while read replicas are typically used for read-only traffic, you know that. Okay. You can promote them to become a standalone database in case of primary database failure. In case if primary database failure, you can do a read replica on this file. However, this does not happen automatically. Whatever I told you, right? This will not. These are manual process. You have to make it manually. Okay. Unlike multi-availability zone, where failure is automatic. But when you deploy to multiple availability zone, right? There it is automatic. Okay. But for this, you have to set up manually, which means the read replica that you have to set up manually. Next is supported database engines. What are the database engines are supported for? This replica available for most RDS database engines, including MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and Amazon Aurora. Use cases we'll see. Improving application performance by redirecting read queries to replicas. You free up resources on the primary database, which can focus on handling write operation and critical transaction. For example, you have an application where a lot of read-write operations going on. You have a database, primary database problem. If you put the same database, if it handles both read and write operation, it is complex. So you make a replica. So if you make a replica, what happens? Whenever the read operation comes, it will go to the replica. So the primary database instance can focus on write operation. That is what means improving application performance. By doing this, you can improve application performance. Next is disaster recovery. Cross-region read replica provide a backup option that you can promote to a primary database in case of failure in the origin region. For example, you deploy it in multiple availability zones. In case in original region where you created, there is a failure, something disaster, something happened. So for backup in another region, you have a data. So from there you can get it. Okay. Serving a global user base. So placing very repliant regions close to your users reduces latency. Latency means, for example, I am placing this read replica in a region close to users where they are using it. By doing this, what happens? It reduces the latency. Okay, and improves the user experience for application with a global audience. Basically, it will help for global wherever we are accessing it throughout the world. Okay, and cost and consideration we'll see. Each read replica incurs costs similar to the primary database, including storage, data transfer, and compute charges. There may be additional cost for cross-region data replication. Okay, which means if you want to go with multiple availability zone, then there is additional charges. Since replication is synchronous, there may be a slight delay between the primary database and read replica. This is usually acceptable for most read-heavy application, but might not be suitable for scenario where real-time synchronization is required. Okay, since replication is asynchronous, right? So there may be slight delay between the primary database and replica, read replica. There is when you're making the replica, there is a slight delay. Okay, this is acceptable for read-heavy application, but not for the application where real-time synchronization is required. For example, live data. Whenever there is a operation like live data, for example, uh, uh, trading or real-time analysis, So these kind of application, this is not suitable. Okay. Read replica in AWS RDS are more powerful feature that help improve and read performance, provides redundancy, and supports global distribution for applications that need to scale read workloads effectively. Okay. In the next video, we'll see about Amazon Aurora. So this is all about read replica. Thank you guys.